Hello everyone, welcome and thank you for joining me today for this class. You are with Rochelle Laird-Smith and Stamping Flair. So good to have you here, and this is an unusual time. I am going live, but I just had some commitments this morning. So I am glad to be able to share with you tonight a project from the North Pole Delivery Suite, which has the Jolly Delivery Bundle, which I had in my description. This is such a cute suite, and the designer series paper on its own you can use to create so many projects. It's one of my top 5 products in this catalog. I love it. And the funny part is, when I first looked at the catalog, it was probably not something that jumped out at me. And then I saw the value in this paper. It's a 12 by 12 pack of paper. It's comes with 12 sheets. 10 of them are double-sided and 2 of them, these 2 are all die cuts. So to create, it makes to create some quick cuts. Today I'll be doing some stamping and some coloring. So I hope you find some inspiration as I share with you the card that I'm going to share, maybe some tips that I'm sharing as well. Please comment as you watch with me and maybe ask questions that you may have. I'd love to help you. I'm in Australia, so you can shop with me, uh, and if there's no other stamping, I'm demonstrating where you are, you may shop with me. And we have had some late in our latest updates that we can shop worldwide, where there is no snapping up demonstrators in many parts of the world. So please inquire with me with regards to this, and I will aim to help you there. So we are going to be doing some stamping, as I said, and some coloring. I will share with you a lot of the products in this suite today. Before I go along, I want to share with you something that I am going to be doing on this Saturday. Join me on YouTube and Facebook for an all-day event. It will be going from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., where I'll be sharing Christmas crafting inspiration. I'm calling it my festive showcase because it's all Christmas products, and I'll be sharing with you lots of inspiration. We will be having breaks, but it will be just a very relaxed event, in the sense of I will share projects, then we may have a little break and come back to it, but it will be streamed to Facebook and to my YouTube channel. So please subscribe there, so you will be able to watch even the replays if you're unable to join live. I will have product list and tips for you as you go along, so you can shop and create. You can even create with me for during the day. So this suite, if you want to buy the suite in its entirety, item number is 165850. So, and in that you will get the stamp set and the dies, this beautiful designer series paper, these deer dots, which are really cute, and I'll be using them today, and this fluffy trim, which I'll also be using today. The dies have a little treat box, so that's a good little addition as well. So that's the full suite. Of course, you can order them separately. So we'll get to crafting, and I am I'm going to be using a background with these delicate pines, and so we'll do a little bit of using all different stamp sets and things. Hi Anita, good to see you. So I'm going to be using this little snowflake. This Delicate Pines bundle is, you've got to get it to really play with it and see what value is in that bundle. There is so much, and I have been really playing with it a lot because we are showcasing it for it is our retreat at the Stamping Lounge. It's centered on that suite. there is so much to be gleaned from this. Like, I don't think I've even scratched the surface of this, because the combinations you can get with this is unreal. So give it a try. And I said it is for someone, if you are not a snowflake sort of person, in Australia, we don't have snowflakes. These are actually boughs, and so they're leaves, and so it's a bit of a different look, so to speak. I've got my layers, and I'm just going to check this before I start stamping. I have got a basic white, which I'm going to be doing some background stamping, or I'm going to stamp in Versamark. And I'm going to be stamping in heat embossing in white. So I'm going to give that. I felt that the look I was going for sort of needed. I really wanted a white, what do you call it, embossing folder, which I do have, like a retired one, but not current. So I thought next best thing, we'll do our own heat embossing, which kind of works. Now this is a little bit tricky to see. So what I do, I go kind of halfway, and then we'll pour our white over. So if you kind of angle your head or your piece of paper, you'll be able to see. So this is white. This technique, like white on white, is effective, but it's also very forgiving, so you don't have to worry too much that it's not, if it's not 100%, right? But it gives a nice effect. So now you can see a bit better. So then you can go ahead and do the rest of it. Otherwise, it's a little bit tricky. I'll just say I haven't done Versamark stamping like this as a background in a while. And it's a good technique to do for simple background, but it still has some sort of texture. And it's looking nice. Like, you can add more, which I may. There's one little spot I can see that is a bit empty. Now we do have that. There's a designer series paper which we do have, which would give you the same effect. Now I don't have it yet, I say, but you could use that as well, which it was, there's quite a few sheets in that too, by memory. So if you're after like a paper share, I've got that still on offer. That's on till the 20th of September. And then I will order everything. I've been busy. But busy is good. It keeps the days going quick, isn't it? All right, so we're going to heat emboss this now. Just a bit. Yeah, you can see that turning, so you'll be able to see some of them depending on how that light's hitting it. You can see some done. You can see a bit of shine on that. I'm going from under. I prefer to do that as much as I can. Sometimes it's a little bit tricky. Because I haven't got this. I'm trying to show you on camera as well, so it's a little bit hard. See it there. I'm going to turn that, so hopefully you can see a little bit more. You can see the ones that have been done and haven't been done there. When you do the heat embossing from under, or use the heat tool from under, it is a slower burn, or slower melt, I should say, not a burn as such. But I think it's a bit more shiny. I'm going to go over from top so you can see. It's a bit harder for me to get to it. Just keep moving your heat gun. As I angle it, I can see places where I haven't finished. So there we are. I think that's done. Oh, there's a little bit on this side. Just spotted that. Okay, that's done. All right. So we've got a background done. I am looking for my, it'll turn up. Here we are here. That's just from the tweezers. All right. So now I'll bring in a little piece of paper, cardstock, white cardstock, to stamp my image. So I'm picking the doggy to stamp on. To stamp, I'm going to be using that, and I'll get Tuxedo Black. Oh yeah, it stops the powder from blowing off. Yeah, when you heat from under, does help. So just with Tuxedo Black, I'm gonna stamp this doggy, and I'll also stamp the little letterbox. It's a nice old-fashioned kind of letterbox, isn't it? Place that, and then we can start coloring. So tomorrow we have a one-day sale, a stamps and stamp tools. So there is if you're wondering what stamp tools are, there is a category in our online store which is called stamp tools. So anything in that range, so when you click on it tomorrow, you will see what is on sale. So all our stamps, bar anything in the last chance sale, is on 15% off. So all day tomorrow, and it's a 24-hour sale. So for instance, if you wanted this, you could get that 15% off. I would still say, like, get your bundle deal, then you get your 10% off. Work out what works better. For me, like, I would go for things like the winter scene stamp set, my favorite. That's a stamp set on its own. You'll get 15% off. Your tools, clear blocks, chamois, things like that. Your mist, your stamping scrub, if you don't have one, that's another thing that it's good to update. Sometimes there's chamois and things. I mean, I know you can use your chamois forever, but sometimes it, like, if you use it after 5 years, you might want to refresh. So it might be ideal to get that. So I'm going to color my doggy in pecan pie. All right. So this is light pecan pie. So shop early if there are things you want, because you don't want to miss out. Well, these are products that will be there once it sells out during the sale. There's no like putting a hold on it or anything like that. So get in early. And if you're a demonstrator, this is another perk of being a demonstrator. You get your discount on top of that 15% off. So if your discount is 20%, that's your minimum discount, you're going to get that on top of your 15% off, which is really good. If you've been thinking about being a demonstrator, that these are some of the perks that we enjoy as being part of Stamping Up. And like, I think everybody, maybe not everybody, but I would say the majority of us joined for a discount because we love the products and just enjoyed them. And there's nothing better than when you shop and you add to cart and then your balance goes down and you have to pay less than what it sells for. Just setting dark pecan pie here. It always makes you feel better because you're getting a discount every single time. But when you shop on sale time, it's double bonus. Hey, cute doggy. I've got the deep SU 200 and I'm coloring just this little snout, adding a little bit of shading there. And bring in the light maybe and just blend that in. There's also, if you saw on Facebook, I had put up, there's an advent calendar coming, a crafting one. That looks so good. I'm so excited for that because I love a good advent calendar. I always have one in, like, I have done one for my daughter where I've just picked what I want. And instead of chocolates, I've bought a jewelry and hair stuff and filled it up every day for the 24 days. I mean, that's a job. But this is crafting stuff. How exciting. It's like, it's $173. It's coming with a stamp set. So it includes a stamp set. So this is not part of the 12 days by my understanding. So then it's possibly, there's a hint that it will possibly coordinate with some of the things within those, within the, what are you calling, the little surprise packages in there. So there's dies, there's saying embellishments, like all sorts of fun stuff. So it's going to be a good one. Now for his little jumper, I'm going pool party. Where's my dark pool party gone? I was using it before here, yeah. So we'll start with light pool party. I'm excited for that Advent calendar. It looks really nice, great for a gift. So if you want to get that early, now you've got one, you can cross off that gift. One less thing to get on your list. A crafty family member, daughter, mum, want to give something to you. Maybe you want it and you can ask someone to get it for you. It's dark pool party. Just adding that in. I'm going to blend that in. Just bring that in a little bit so you can see. For the, I'm going to add some little stripes on the cowl neck, I guess. I'm using light blueberry bushel. I'm going to color this with going a bit out there, lemon lime twist, with bit crazy for me, but anyway, I thought the colors kind of go. Hi Naomi, lovely to see. Isn't it cute? So cute. Such a happy set. I think the colors are beautiful together. Bring in dark lemon lime twist. And if you don't get anything, I would say at least get the paper in this suite. You can do so much with the paper because it's got those die cuts. And there are images in that designer series paper that you can cut out as well. So definitely invest in that paper. All right, so let's bring in some crumb cake just for the edges. I find if I do something really bright, I mean, for me it's bright, it probably isn't for most people, but I tone it with neutral, like crumb cake, just to bring it back into my palette. Start with the dark crumb cake here. And then I'm going to color this in. Then I'll bring in some dark crumb cake. That's exactly what he did. He bought the paper, and I didn't grab me at the start, Naomi. I was saying it just, and now I just love it. I got it, and it didn't grab me at first, and not because I just didn't like it. Other things caught my attention, but I think it's a real cute set. All right, so we have that. I'm still not sure what color to do my lettering. Let me pull out what I've got. So I'm following a sketch at the TGIF challenges. I've got two pieces which I've cut out with the perennial postage. So this is Pool Party. I'm going to add in a little bit of pecan pie into that mix. And just thinking, maybe, actually, maybe I'll do that in a bit of petrol pink, I think, because that's kind of got it in the, it's a bit of a neutral. So that's just petrol pink. All right, so now these are from the Stylish Shapes, and then I've got this from the Perennial Postage. That's the back of those, so you could easily cut out those images as well. So on this, I feel I'm going to stamp. Thinking. I've got this little, in this stamp set, there's the little paw prints. I'm working out. Maybe I will go a bit bold here with the blueberry bushel. What do we unscrap? Yeah, that might be okay. Just a few here and there on this white. Now, I had done this in another palette color palette. So check out my blog post tomorrow. Never mind, we'll fix that up. That's going to get covered anyway. For the other color palette I've got, I'm not sharing that because I did that for a blog hop, so I think I'll keep it. And then that's gonna get over that, like that. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do is, you can say, okay, let's keep this out, and I'll stamp this and blueberry as well. I don't use blueberry much, I have to say. Do you use blueberry bushel much? And it's not that I don't like the color. It's a nice color. It's just I tend to go for lighter colors, but it does come out nice. Okay, let's bring in our dies and get our doggo out. So I got the doggy. Put some washi tape just to hold it. And then we've got that. And there's even the little circle, and I haven't played with this enough to create the treat box yet. So that will, I'll show you the size of it though. It's quite a nice size. So that's, yeah, that fits on a 6x6. Alrighty, let's get our die cutting machine. I'm going to keep the circle, I'll do the other two first. Yes, that's true. Yeah, you can, the dies cut the DSP2, yeah, that's true. So it's worthwhile getting the dies and the stamp set, so you get then the full scope of trying out everything. Definitely. And I think that treat box is cute, so you will want to use that. Could work for nicely for your Christmas table, to do something nice for your guest, because it's quick. We just bang it on and put one of the die cuts on. And if you didn't want to use doggies, you could use perhaps the Christmas tags and more, that set, the designer series paper, then that's got die cuts too, so you could easily use that. And you can use any designer series paper, whatever you like. Flat chocolate in there, like, you know, those lint ones. There's lots in this catalog, and I would say don't forget to look at the online exclusives, because there's another bunch of stuff there, and if you don't, you'll just miss out on the goodness in there too. There's lots. Okay. We've got our main things done. So we've got our little doggy. And we've got the mailbox. And so ideally you'd want to just color a bunch, maybe have a color scheme, do a whole lot, have it, and then just mix and match. And then you can just construct a whole lot of cards if you wanted to do it like that. Or you could do all the same. If you're like me, you get bored. So you just do different ones. All right. I'm going to glue this onto my Blueberry Bushel card base, card mat. I've got a cat, a bear, and I don't know what this other animal is, but and I looked up the description, and in the description it doesn't say either. So you know what it is? Let me know if you know what that is. So we're gonna stick this one. I'm gonna stick this one down straight, so because then I can align my panels easily. I'm gonna bring in an envelope only because I'm gonna be marginally outside of my card, so just want to make sure it fits. Stick down the pecan pie layer. And then I'm going to glue these down as well. So these are going to be slightly out. That's where I wanted the envelope there, so I know how that's going to fit in. And I'm not putting the glue right to the end. It's sort of just on the inside. I use different designer series paper, and if you use like a pattern that has sort of designs, you want to check that how it looks. So maybe you'll have to swap sides. This one wasn't so much of an issue. I may with the dots just see which looks better. That's it. Right. So now I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. And then I'm going to have these here. So I like the pop of that lemon lime twist there. It adds a nice touch. And it's going to be like that. This is the fluffy trim, which is part of this suite. It's a little bit, you probably could tie a knot. It's not one you can possibly tie a bow with. It's not that way sort of suited. It's a bit thicker. gonna do it like that. And then I'm bringing just a strip of scrap to stamp my sentiment on. With my sentiment, I'm going to do it on Pick and Pie. My Pick and Pie needs an inking. Let's see how that looks. No, that's no good. Not good. Try again. Get my head over. I'm going to trim that off just a little bit. When I did this before, it just like went all askew and moved. So let's hope it works this time. Yeah, that's it. Great. Do I color that with a little bit of oh, I'm going to bring in Petal Pink maybe. Where is Petal Pink here? Let's see how it looks. It may look crazy, but we'll try. So I am going to color this with Petal Pink. I'm using the dark just to bring in a little more of that Petal Pink through. You could even use, I used the ink for the other one. I just used the stamp pad and colored it. So you could use your Petal Pink stamp pad. I just have the stamping blend here just to add a touch. I lost my doggy. Where did he go? I tend to drop things all the time. There we are. Just breaks it up a bit, I think. So I've just added some glue dots under just to make it stick. You can add tear and tape as well. More of a rough kind of look, yeah. And add something there. Just gonna trim that bit off. I don't need so much. Now on this, I'm just going to add some dimensionals, just trim it and right at the bottom, just so it can stick down. Just a teeny mini strip, or even scraps you have, that'll be fine. And this is just something to add texture, right? That's all I'm doing with adding that ribbon. It's just to add a little bit of texture. Now we'll add a dog here. First thing's gonna be that mailbox. So it's gonna go like that. Maybe a bit lower. And then we'll add a little bit of glue on his tail. Sorry if I forgot to pull out once I colored. Scream at me when I do that. Doesn't too bad, you can still see. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. Then I'll add some dimensionals here. I like to split it. I know one is enough in the center, but it just balances it so it's not like a wobbly circle. If I can, as much as I can. It's like the postmark. Just overlap like that. Maybe like that. Like that. So we've got our sentiment. We've got some ribbon, and now I'm going to add some twine as well. This is the black and gold and white set that comes with that ornamental, the modern Christmas suite, which is part of the online exclusives. This is a really nice set of twine. You get two in a pack. I say ties like linen thread. It's just perfect, and you need it. It's so nice. I think I want it longer. Yeah, definitely add that to your stash. These little things like twine, certain things like ribbon, twine. If you get these staples, like I said, get a pack of linen thread. They add something to your projects that just step it up that little bit, make it pretty. And they're not costly. They just give you that extra something, and it's got that gold to it. It's just gonna prettify your festive projects. I'm just tightening it. Just a regular ball, one single ball. And I like that it's in like that neutral, like white, black. You can use it all the time. Stucking that under, so you can just stick in between. So yeah, I'm layering ribbon here. You've got two lots of ribbon. Use all the ribbon because we've got tons. And then we'll add these the deer dots. They are part of this suite as well. I haven't decided what color I'm using, but we could always color these as well, but I'm going to use the, well, let's see. We can place, I think that petal pink would be nice there for some contrast. So it just brings in something else in there. So that's the front of the card done. I'm going to decorate the inside. With just a little, some of the, I got a die cut which was in the pack, and then I fussy cut one of the envelopes. So I picked pecan pie because we had pecan pie on the front of the card, so I thought that would be nice to bring that in. I am going to bring in a little bit of, here's some petal pink just to tie it all in. This looks like an orangey one. I generally use my light sort of brown one for my petal pink because it's got that orangey tone to it. I'll just do a faint. Going to bring in, let's put a couple of these pause. Blueberry bushel. Just for something, maybe. Maybe I'll put it. Never mind. Oops. He's got extra legs, no, extra feet. Let me do that. That'll cover that up, and I can stamp it somewhere else. It's all right. We don't want him having extra toes. Okay, that's okay. Depending on where this sits, maybe I might put another set. Maybe I'll leave it. I don't know. I am not sure. I'm going to put it on dimensionals. Okay, so I just preferred the look of that with the dimensionals. So maybe, and yes, it's on the inside of the card, but it's okay. With dimensionals. And we're done. And you can put maybe some designer series paper on your envelope or some paw prints. That would be nice too. So that's our Jolly Delivery Bundle card with the TGIF sketch, which I've followed. I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you so much for joining me. Please join me on Saturday. Come and join me whenever you can, where I showcase more of these cards and projects using a range of products for some festive inspiration. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.